Hey, what is up, everybody? How's it going? Adam, aka Risen Guy, whatever you want to go by, come back at you. It is session 20 of the Strife of Aradiel. Got some players missing again. It happens. So let's get everybody in here real quick. So this is what our group is looking like. See, I hate that. I need to get things set up better for those emergency things like this because there's a lot of wasted real estate on the screen today. All right, so yeah, we're gonna be getting back in everything here in just a minute. All right, I gotta look somewhere besides directly at the stream thing because that's making my OCD brain itch. All right, everybody. All right. So get everything back going. What is up, everybody? Hey, Rachel, thank you so much for the subscription there. Appreciate it. What is up, Plam? How's it going? Put a big picture of my face in the voice. Oh yeah, I'm still working on the Plemelin emote. Still got to get that in there too. And we'll just have some silly pictures of you up in the side here. But yeah, so we're gonna get ahead of everything. As you can see, Ira's not feeling well, so he's out tonight. Ragnar is also out as well currently. If happens to join in later, then we'll get him looped back in. But otherwise, still we got Finvar, we got Jasper, we've got Torin. Surely they can, survive on their own. And they're tough. They've done so many things. They're awesome. We're really big fans. What is up, everybody?
What's up?
Hey.
I'm sick.
How y'all feeling about tonight? Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you nervous? Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Terrified.
Hey,
Terrified.
we've made deals with Queens of Sea Hags. We are deep underwater in in a death zone. We are ready to go.
Nice. I love the confidence. I'm sure that's all going to pay out just fine. So, last time we left off, here, let me go and get the thing switched over a little bit here. Get our water sounds in there. As we are back under the sea. Now, last time that we were playing, you all had made your way over to the Siren Spire, where you had a interaction with the Sea Hag herself, who then sent you to the workshop of one Jegram Finestamp. Did some exploring there, found some things here or there, some books and some items, including Finvar happened to find a immovable rod. Now, guys are back. What is the plan from here?
Well, I think we need a little bit of a rest before we go further, but what do you guys think?
Rest and a plan. Yeah. Because it's going to be hard. I mean,
Yes, it is, but we'll figure it out.
yeah. I mean, we'll figure that in the morning, okay? Now, I have some sleeping to do, right?
Are we still in this air bubble pocket in this workshop, or has the bubble collapsed?
You all haven't left just yet, so at any point in time you can now at this point there are kind of not so much ladders, just more like notches going the way up to help you climb up out of there, back out of there. As you don't, it's not any obvious way to get rid of that cork up top there.
As far as we can tell, does this look like maybe a safe place to do long rest?
As far as you can tell.
Fair enough.
So I'm looking at Jasper, looking at the place, seeing that there's nothing to worry about, and I'm going to nap in the floor.
That 100% sounds about right. All right, so you guys are buckling in and taking a long rest or a short rest here?
Long rest.
Long rest.
Yeah, we'll take it long. I would like to start reading that book Jasper gave me. the interaction of nature and magic from Timber Deep.
Okay. Okay. So reading through that, go ahead and give me a. What is it that you're hoping to kind of pick up from the book? First off.
Honestly, I'm not sure what the book is about, so I wouldn't really. I don't really
So
know.
kind of think of it like bridging a gap between superstition and science, explaining some of the connections between the arcane, the weave itself, and how it interacts with just kind of nature and everything like that. It's right. It's almost like learning just very fundamental physics if physics were magic.
Okay, then yeah, I think I think Torn will be reading it to try to see how he can integrate some magic into his inventions or things he likes to tinker with. See how he can implement those elements into it without breaking it. If there's any sort of information on that.
Okay. Okay. So give me a intelligence check. Now,
With
just
proficiency
to
or just regular?
since it's directly applied to your tinkering, first off, Jasper, I believe you had already read this book. Did you peruse through it, or did you notate the book or anything as you were going through it, or did you just hand it to him as is?
No, I did have some notes. I indicated I had actually pulled out a couple magical incantations out of it, but also the theory behind, the interaction between nature and magic and mechanisms. And I had annotated some of it because way back in Midway when Torn was listening in on some of my discussions with the kids at the orphanage, not to get too well, I'll just leave that out. Um, he expressed some interest in learning a little bit more and increasing his own, intelligence in that arena. So I figured that this annotated book might help him in the long term.
All right. So with that in mind there, so as you're kind of going through it, you are finding, little notes, little scribbling, places that he's kind of gone through, and as he was reading through it would have noticed, oh, here's something that may be helpful to Torrin in his pursuits, so little arrows and places for you to kind of, places that maybe some of it as it's not really necessarily your thing with the magic and everything, so you're kind of glancing over, kind of halfway reading it, but those sections knowing to go back and kind of read back over it, get a better understanding about what you just read. So go ahead and make that roll. It is going to be straight intelligence, but do it with advantage.
$11.
11. Okay. So reading through it, well, you're kind of something that you do kind of pick up on that may come into play for you better later is just kind of some of the concept of the magical energies, such as what the mithril does tend to kind of put off from it a little bit. Not just straight raw power, but it certainly has some kind of, almost magnetic energies to it. Like when you put two magnets by each other and you kind of almost feel it in the air. That's what you can feel from the metal itself. And with that, getting some understanding about concepts like that and things like rifling and such, and the different pressures and forms of magic, such as force magic and such. Some things that may come into play depending on how you're trying to apply them with your tinkerings later. So think about it like you almost kind of got a think magical thermodynamics and aerodynamics is kind of a relative simplification of kind of what you're able to pick out of it. It's too hot.
Gotcha. Good to know.
All right. Anything else?
I will go to sleep with the rest. Or I guess somebody should probably. I'll take first watch if that for everybody else while reading this book.
I've got a couple things to do, but cast a couple spells tonight and then do some studying tomorrow morning after my shift.
Torrin's already out, so he
Yep.
found himself a little spot, a little bookshelf that he just simply cleared off some little bottom things there and is laying up inside of it like a tomb. And you're doing your reading, and what is it that you're working on there, Jasper?
So the first, before I go too much farther, before I even settle down for the night, I want to cast two spells. One, I want to ritually cast Find Familiar. I'm going to bamf out my owl and my blue sky owl, and instead I'm going to ritually cast the Find Familiar spell again and change its form from an owl to an octopus. So that way he can, if needed, I can have him operate underwater.
All right, perfect.
Second, I'd like to ritually cast the augury spell. And I have a question to ask the greater powers, anyone that might be able to answer this, wherever this arcane energy goes out to. And the question I want to put to the multiverse is, if we try to find a back entrance or hidden route into the Vagrant ossuary, avoiding the front coral-faced gate, how will that go for us? Poorly? Well? Wheel? Woe?
Both.
Both? With the anticipation that if it comes back as a woe, meaning it'll go poorly, I'm assuming that there's probably not going to be a back entrance, and then we might as well just stick with the front gate.
Yeah, it
That's my
does come
assumption.
back. Whoa.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess that gives us a way ahead to be sure that we definitely need to track down this giant coral face and make the light red. Well, I will go to rest. In fact, since Finvar's already out, I'll take middle shift, and leave the last shift to him. But in my downtime, I did want to do two things. One, do my daily workout to try to buff up my strength and eventually be able to wear heavy armor. So get my daily reps in. And then I did want to pull out a book.
Well, what book?
This book is one that basically was a big red button for me before, and I didn't want to push it because I didn't want to push the envelope a little too far. But I figure, hey, we're in the middle of the danger zone, and we're about to fight this giant creature, and we could all be crushed. So at least let me try. And I'm going to open up the book of Dreamwalkers that recalls or basically discusses or has information on the restless, the phantoms of the dream world who prey upon the dreamers. And the book last time I looked at it, the book literally jumped out of my hand, fell on the floor, and opened to a particular page. And I wanted to see if I can track down, or if I can find that page again and find out, what was going on with the dreamers, what's going on with that book about the restless that might clue me in a little bit to this dream map that Aelor Varn gave us.
Okay. So, So after you've cast your spells and everything, and you're settling in and take your time to kind of look through this book, even the cover of it depicting just some very faint, you almost can't tell it's there the way it kind of blends in with the cover itself, but it's kind of very lightly pressed into the leather there, this shadowy figure. It speaks of creatures who wandered into the this kind of dream realm not quite the. It's somewhere that's said to touch between the Shadowfell and the. Damn, my mind is blanking on the name of that other realm there, the Mind Realm. You know, I'm talking about the.
Talk about the Feywild.
No, not the Feywild. Damn, what is? My brain is just going entirely blank on it. The mental, the psychic realm, the kind of
Astral plane?
the astral plane. That's it. Thank you so much. So this is they reside in a realm between the Shadowfell and the astral plane. Creatures who, at some point, in all matter of different ways, kind of mastered their ability to dream walk. You know, exploring far off places in their sleep. But sometimes, when a dream walker travels too far, oftentimes going off into the stars and beyond just where the normal minds rest, they find themselves lost. Trying to make their way back eventually, as their minds stay wandered off where the bodies continue to rot. When that connection is lost there, these beings become warped and twisted, these sleepless entities, unable to rest, unable to gather any energy except from other dreamers, other people in their sleep. Not necessarily dream walkers, but people with a strong kind of aura, oftentimes either psychic or magical. They tend to leech on to people when they're most wounded, which has caused them to oftentimes favor adventurers. Now, you said you were trying to find the connection between that and some dream maps. You were saying?
Yeah, that Aelor Varn gave me a few books, and two of them. One is this one I'm reading now, and the other one is actually not a book; it's a map. It's a dream map, and I wanted to see if this, before I actually delve into the dream map, I want to see if this book on the Restless has any relation or correlation to the dream map itself.
So, I have pens. I know. So the map that you have there refers to a far off kingdom within the dream realm. And at the center of that kingdom is the castle of Carcassus.
So it's literally a map. It's not a map of the realms notionally. It's actually a literal map to a particular place.
So the way the map itself seems to work is it doesn't actually stay still. There's only one point that seems to stay still on this map, and that is that center point of Carcassus. Everywhere else along the map, you see it's got a number of different circles there. They almost look like, different solar systems, but with different variances. You can tell that each of them seems to be representing some kind of realm. And each of these realms are constantly circling around each other and then spinning off of each other. So wherever this point of Carcassus actually resides, it seems to be somewhere at the center of a shifting world around it. So the map itself is not static. It's always moving. It can only ever tell you your next step to get closer, never a direct route to this castle. One of the books that you have there, that book on the Restless, because the map itself does indicate warnings of kind of an increase of these creatures. Oftentimes, those who become restless are ones who were seeking this location, trying to find it out. There's two ways to become restless, and that is being lost out there and your body rotting away without you returning. Another way is to die from being drained by one of these creatures. And that other book that he gave you is an instruction guide on how to dreamwalk.
Excellent. This is definitely a lot more information than I anticipated. I don't want to distract myself from the fight tomorrow, but it's super fascinating to me. And
Are you interested? So the book itself is quite simple instructions. Are you interested in attempting a dreamwalk?
oh boy, without warning my friends,
And they're all sleeping. They look
Yes.
okay. Yes.
yeah,
So the instructions themselves are really quite simple, especially with your familiarity with the weave itself. So being able to grab on that little bit of magic there as you read through it, it seems quite clear that even without the natural talent for magic, it's a simple enough process that even a buffoon could figure out how to do that simple little step there. The hard part is really calming the mind, slowing everything down inside. Now, as you do so, you can hear all around the room there, you can hear the almost familiar silence from that corner where Torrin finds himself, being the individual he is, except for the random little ticking of his leg as he shifts. From Finvar's side, you can hear those deep snores that fill the chamber there. Now, as you reach for that center there, give me a wisdom check. It is going to be straight wisdom.
straight wisdom. Oh, 4.
4.
It was nice knowing you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So, on the first one there, you're trying to slip away. The sounds, even in this chamber that you're in, just seem to kind of echo and almost magnify Finvar's snores. Give another attempt there. This time, give me a insight check.
Insights. Let's see. 16.
16. With that, you kind of take the moment there. You understand this place is echoing everything. You have to really balance it all out. Get lost in your
First
mind.
time.
Go to that place of deep thought there. And then from that point, let things start to kind of just fall away. And as you do, you get this kind of goosebump sensation. Almost feel, even though the room itself is still dry, still air in here, you start to feel that chilly sensation as if dipped back in the cold water there. And then everything goes extremely silent, extremely still. Then you almost start to feel the air start to vibrate a little bit, like when someone just hits a pitchfork or a tuning fork. You get a little kind of ring out throughout the place there. You open your eyes and you can see everything pretty much the same, maybe a little dull. Finvar still snores, but it comes through an echo that for some reason seems far away. It's almost unclear exactly what's happening until you make that first start to stand and look back behind you, where you see yourself still in the same position you left it, eyes closed, deep in thought, as you move freely. Now, with this, you find yourself very kind of unlocked from the world here. Kind of moving freely. You can rise up. You can almost feel the other realms around you pulling you one direction or the other. Do you have any direction you're trying to head in?
Well, it sounds crazy, but my first inclination is to see if I can see beyond the coral gate into the ossuary to see if there's anything living there.
So
I feel like I'm a little too far away from some of the other places I might want to visit right now. So I think first the coral gate.
So, thinking of the ossuary almost seems to pull you towards it. It's almost this kind of force. It's less like movement. It's more like just standing on one of those little moving floor escalator things. Just suddenly pulls you in one direction. The whole world kind of rips around you, and you find yourself floating in this wide kind of almost cone-like chasm. At the very bottom of said cone, this dome with all these little holes here that in your mind they resemble kind of eyes, but all closed off. There's an energy ringing through there. You go to move towards it, but there is something pushing you back. There is something in this place keeping even a dreamwalker passing through it, but before entirely giving up, you get sight of something. Little mental images come through here. Other figures from the past, journeying inwards. One by one, they go in, and like little flies on a zapper, flicker out. And then you see the familiar form of Jasmina make her way down towards it with her party. You see as they move something from what appears to be the walls there, the edges, towards the center, and then you see that glowing red light. They move in towards it, and then you feel this hateful kind of energy surge back through. And then you hear that same pss, pss, kind of flickering as one by one they all burn away. And you pull back over, back, not inside of it, back next to your body there. What do? Any other way you'd like to dreamwalk?
I do, but this being my first foray, I want to be a little more cautious. I want to visit my family. See my father and my mother and my two sisters. Just check in on them, see if they're doing okay.
Alright. So, thinking of family, you remember your place back home. What's the room that your family tends to join together in? Do they like to meet in the yard? Are they in the kitchen all cooking together? What do they enjoy to do as a family?
Well, we're all farmers, and everybody likes to get around the work tables where we process the fruit that we grow and the almonds that we grow. All working together side by side, shoulder to shoulder.
So, focusing in there, you can see they're all gathered around, working together, but still being as playful as you remember them to be. You can see one of your sister has a cast on. Looks like she may have had an accident recently, but doesn't seem to, any worse for wear. Still smiling, still everybody joyfully talking back and forth, though working tediously to get everything done there. Your father is an elderly man at this point, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's not really doing much of the manual labor, but he does sit there and he's more handling things from that foreman side. He's, counting through everything that's been collected and kind of getting it all ready and helping to package everything up as best as he can and get it up onto the carts ready to go to market. And you said your wife's there as well?
No, I'm not married. Just my parents and my two sisters.
That's the two sisters.
who are in the process of taking over the family business.
And then here comes the mother bringing out the nice feast for the evening. Mostly fruits and everything like that, but you can see things must be going pretty all right because there is a healthy serving of some individual, nice quails that she's managed to have roasted up and everything. So from the looks of everything back home seems to be doing well.
It's good. I've been on the road for coming up on 9 months now, and past couple days, I've been feeling a little homesick. So, talk to the guys about it a little bit. But it's nice to know that things are safe back home with the border skirmishes on the rise. So, good.
So with that, seeing that they are doing well there, you can actually see just as you look over. How old are the sisters?
They're early 30s.
Early 30s. All right, so looking over, you kind of get a glimpse of one of the neighbors, not too close, again, the farmland and everything, but, maybe a half mile up the road there. Nice young man that you've known probably, since you were a kid and everything. Probably even played some kind of ball games back in the day. He's making his way up. You get a slight kind of feeling, looks like he's there to court one of the sisters before suddenly pulled back over to yourself again.
All right. Now I'm feeling a little homesick, but it was good. It was good. And now I've got a little bit more information about what's beyond the gate that we might be facing tomorrow. So I think this is a good time to get some rest myself.
All right, with that, you hear a kind of ticking sound. Not so much a tick, more of a tap, more of a
Have I re-entered my body, or am I?
So you are still
dreamwalking?
yeah, you are still dreamwalking. You hear a tapping. It's a weird kind of sensation because it's not like it's coming from a direction, but you can sense at the same time as if it were coming from a direction. Do
Let's
you want
find
to lead towards that direction?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, hearing that tick, something that kind of is outside of this strange echo the whole universe seems to have around you. It's almost like a billion violin strings all barely shaking at once all around you. You follow that ticking that's breaking through all that, and it seems to go on and on. You kind of reach outwards. You can feel the world dropping behind you at this one, while it's still pulling you as fast as before. It's just everything's so large. You see these other worlds, other places, realms. You feel yourself ripping through one, through another, like a needle just plunging through a stack of apples, one by one by one by one. And then when it finally stops for a second, the ticking is gone, and you find yourself floating in kind of just an endless void of nothing. You can hear one more tick, and you see a little glimmer of light, a little spark of something. It's not far off. It's only about a good 3-4 feet ahead of you. Not big enough to move through, but it's almost a hole. Like in this endless void of nothingness, that little fabric of space has a little tear right through it that you can peek through.
Yeah. Look through it and see if I can. Is it like a rip in the fabric of reality of this astral plane that I'm in?
That's what it looks like. As you lean in through it, tear through and peek off to the other side there, you see what almost looks like just endless miles and miles and miles of roses. All of them just going on in this massive circular valley. And very, very faint. Almost so far it's just barely perceptible. But you can see at the very center of all these roses, one golden tower sticks out above them all. And then something moves into line, blocking your sight there. An eye suddenly fills the space, black all around, and at the center, if not except for a lightly green glowing iris that stares back at you. You can see it, a hand reach through, and suddenly yourself is ripped back from where you are, tossed backwards. It's like being thrown by catapult. You're just ripping through all this space and reality and emptiness and everything all at one time, and suddenly you smack back into yourself. Give me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Bummer.
Hey, Rachel, what did I do? They gave me disadvantage, but I didn't have to roll that time so high.
18 and a 2, so I rolled a 4.
No inspiration.
You suddenly snap back into yourself there. You can almost feel these strange sensations from all the places that you journeyed on to. Your eyes, you get this kind of, takes a second, like when a red light flashes in your eye and your eyes are readjusting from when you were in the ossuary. But you can also smell the quail that your mother had cooked back home. And then you also get this kind of shiver down your spine from being out in the void. And then back in yourself, gathering yourself back together, you hear tap, 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 and then nothing.
That's not good. Somebody who's far more experienced with dream walking than I am. Did I recognize, that golden tower look like anything that I'd seen before, or architecture of a particular place?
So there's the first thing it brings to mind was would be the towers you saw when you visited the realm where Brisker resides, and
Okay.
but while it brings that to mind, it's like comparing a sandcastle to just a majestic, royal palace. There's something about it. You get a certain, it's almost hard to describe. Imagine seeing your favorite painting for the first time. Something about it. It has this fiery kind of both something intimidating about it, yet also something that's just so beautiful. While you could just barely see it in the distance there, that little faint image, was little more than just a line of gold with some detail here or there, is burned into your memory.
I was going to say, before I forget it too, I'm going to take out a piece of paper and some ink and draw it out.
And frantically, when you put the pen to the paper there, or the quill to the paper, it's almost going on its own. What you draw there is not a clear, detailed, sketched out and everything image, but it is the closest thing you can get to just a perfect representation of how your mind, what you were able to see in that moment there. It's faint, it's slim, and those fields of roses there that even as you're going back and drawing it, you could see there was something about the wind in that place. No matter where they were, all the roses seemed to kind of lean inwards towards that tower.
That sounds crazy. I've never seen or heard anything like that in any of my studies or any of my instructors back at the library. So I'm gonna have to have our researchers back in Midway take a look, see if they can find out more information about that place, because that's crazy. Okay. No more tapping though, huh?
What's that?
No more tapping. You said the tapping stopped.
No more tapping at the moment. You heard those couple of taps there. It's almost hard to tell. It's kind of one of those things. It's like when you wake up and that first 10 seconds of being awake, you're almost trying to decipher what's dream, what's reality. Does that just some part of the dream that echoed into your mind for a minute there, or was it real? Can't quite be sure.
Inception. Okay. That's Finvar's turn for guard. I gotta get some rest, man.
And Finvar, as you were sleeping there, at some point, you found and ended up snuggling with a random little coin that was sitting on one of these shelves here.
I wake up, start walking, exploiting the little place we are in the bubble, and then I find the coin.
Oh, and you get a boon. Take an inspiration point.
Ah, thanks.
Ooh, that's for me?
See, they're not always bad,
But when they are,
but but when they are, whew, man.
And I'm going to see Thorin and Jasper sleeping. I'm checking that they are okay. And when I see Jasper, I see the drawing he made. So it's not detailed, but I'm seeing it and saying, this guy is going
Give me a
insane.
wisdom save, Finvar.
Okay. That's 9.
So, you take a moment over there, step, kind of just looking around. They're both sleeping. Jasper has gone over and kind of made himself comfortable, take some rest. You step over and you see that he's left this page sitting there. Looking over it, you see this tower and something about it that it's just very, very unnerving. Something about it makes you uncomfortable. Just, it gives you kind of the chills for a moment. And then for a second, you think you hear something. Tip, tip, tip.
I'm going to draw my dagger like I'm going insane, looking for the places.
You spin around for a second. The room itself still sits quiet. The only sound being the currents of the water outside this little bubble of air you guys have found yourself in.
And I'm going to get insane trying to find out what did the sound, where does the sound came from. We are isolated in the deep sea. I'm freaking out. I'm going to
So by the
throw all
time
the
you
books
guys wake up
aside.
again, Finvar has wrecked the fucking place.
Yeah. I
He's
moved
running around like, we got ocean rats, y'all.
libraries. I'm with my eyes are there.
He's got he's got the shit under his eyes. He's just in there, nah, guys. We need to
You
get
are not
aluminum
going
foil
to
to put
believe
inside
me.
of our helmets.
I heard something. I don't know. It freaked me out. We are very deep in the sea. There's no one here. Also, Thorin, wake up, Thorin.
yeah. What have you done to the place?
I was making sure no one was here. Hiding with us or something.
I think anything that walked in here would not be able to breathe.
Or maybe yes. We are not able to breathe either, and we are here.
You're messing with my
breathe
head. It's too
water.
early for this, Finvar.
I know what made it sound. I'm not going to be able to sleep tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
I mean, not in this place for sure.
Hopefully, we won't be in this place again. Because right now we have 2 days left. Or
Yeah.
some of us do.
I mean, you're capable of breathing water without any problem, no?
I think as long as this thing's alive.
Okay, so let's get out of this place as fast as possible, please. Wake up, Jasper. I'll make the breakfast and we'll head out right now.
So, I guess we're heading to that gate Jasmina talked about.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just rolled a nat 20 for a portent.
I saw that. That was nice.
It's really epic. Okay, so
Long rest.
I need someone at some point to remind me to. I need to set up a extra thing for when we have less players here. That empty space is driving me crazy. Sorry. Sidetrack, y'all. Don't pay me no attention. Moving forward. So, yeah. You've woken up. He's gone Tasmanian devil in this fucking place. What's the plan here? What are y'all doing?
So what happened, Finbar? What? I actually was just asleep. What was going on?
I wake up and I hear a tap, like like someone tapping in the door, right? And I freaked out because I mean we are underwater and there's no one here because I checked like 2,000 times already, and it's driving me crazy. I mean,
Did you check the door?
what door? There's no door here. It's just like stairs to climb up.
Is there a door here? Where's it?
Reason?
There is not a door here. There is the
Okay.
thing that's floated up, that's moved its way to the top and kind of corked the entrance. So as of right now, there's no obvious entrance even or exit out of this place.
What do the tappings sound like again?
It's kind of
Yeah, Finvar. I described the tapping noise. Does it sound like that to you, Finvar?
I'm going pale white. I mean, exactly like that. Yeah. What's that? Another course or something like that? I mean,
Well, so I figured out how to dream walk using Aylar Varn's books last night, and I tried to visit a couple places. One is I tried to look in on the Vagrant ossuary and see if I could see or sense anything before we got there. If maybe I could have found a way to get through the that coral door, but all I saw was a dream of Jasmina Corlin and her adventuring group that went in, her and Alfred that went in and were pretty quickly wiped out. And there's some sort of force or presence that was preventing me from getting any further or closer to the ossuary. But when I came back to this room, to this workshop, I heard that same tapping noise as well. And I tracked it down to some far realm, some dreamscape full of roses, with a golden spike of a tower in the center of the field of roses. And then some being on the other side pushed me out of the dream world. But if you hear that tapping noise again, let me know immediately. So
you mean like this drawing? And I'm going to show him his drawing of the tower.
That's what I saw last night. Yep. In that dream world.
Hey, what are you doing right now, Torin? Where are you at?
I'm guessing I'm getting a rock landing on my head.
And see, that's why we gotta limit the power.
I guess I'm still getting up from where I was laying down, maybe just like preparing myself for a trip.
So they're over there talking about the tapping sound and stuff like that, and you're kind of just over there gathering yourself and looking at the mess that that Finvar made. All right, I just wanted to establish where everybody is. Go ahead, Jasper and Finvar.
That's the crazy part of Jasper. It's that I heard it when I was looking at the paper. I mean, at your drawing. Maybe it's. I mean,
Maybe you can dreamwalk too.
no. I don't like that magic stuff. I don't like it. I mean, it's scary. I don't understand it. I mean, Torin game travel to another dimension and you are doing walking. I mean, I'm the only normal one here. Why is
It was pretty fun.
What? You said I'm just chilling, y'all. I thought we were fighting monsters. Y'all over here going to other realms and fucking craziness, man.
I like my plane, my body. You know, I don't know why you want to go away, right?
Well, I'm just looking for some answers, really. Same kind of answers or questions that I asked Usulira, the sea hag, the queen of the sea hags. So we've got some questions to find answers to. But you're right. I think this is probably not a good time. We definitely need to buckle down and get our minds right for this fight ahead.
I think all the answers needed are between us three. So,
Fair.
So, like, what do you guys are over here talking about hearing things
yeah,
and dreaming and dream walking?
yeah.
What? I don't. Torin's lost. He doesn't understand the magic or like the understanding of what's going on here.
You don't want to found what we just experienced, or when you better stay out of it, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm saying it for the better of you. I mean, I'm already with trauma, so.
So what did you do that made these weird tapping sounds come out of nowhere?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Didn't you see the place? I tried to find where the sound came from, but there's no success.
Okay.
So, are we ready? Let's get out of here right now. And I'm going to tap my winged boots, and I'm going to fly up to the ceiling to see if there's some place to exit from here.
I had to look over his stream because your webcam is off and
Oh, let me
see what you do.
see if I can fix that for y'all there. Cause oh wait, oh but all right, is it working now?
Yeah, you good.
All right, cool.
So just as a reminder, what we're
I don't
looking
know.
for. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, my bad. I'm watching these two. I'm watching you two. Finvar said, nope, not gonna do it to him. Hey, Rachel, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Noah. What's up, Noah? Free sub there for you. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so Finvar dodging the moment there, trying not to pull anybody else into the web, has made his way up to the roof of this place here. What are the rest of you doing while he's up there? I'm just giving a look at trying to figure out how he was going to get away, get out.
I guess staying away, cleaning my gun, waiting for everybody to tell me what to do.
I'm packing up my papers just to make sure everything is as waterproof as possible before we get into this. Maybe stuff some stuff in the bag of holding so that it doesn't get wet.
Yeah, did we gather enough notes from the place and everything?
We did, yeah. All of Feinstamp's books and papers that we found here.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, With that, as everybody's gathering everything up, you waterproofing what you can, ready to throw them in the bag of holding if it becomes necessary. Now, up at the top of the room here, Finvar flying near the top of it. Give me a intelligence check, Finvar. Intelligence getting a lot of play tonight, y'all. Look at that.
You're so good at that.
And they say it's a dump stat. Get out of here.
I mean, not
I'm
me,
mediocre.
for sure. 5.
5. So there is a little lever there, but there's a little square thing next to it. It takes a second to kind of eyeball it out. Like the lever itself is almost kind of it's like one of those things that's like it's got a nice groove, so it's kind of easy to miss. But when you see it, you see it. And there's a little plaque right next to it, and engraved into it in a language that you don't recognize. It says something on there, but you can't read it. Do you pull the lever?
No, I'm going to look at Jasper from below. Jasper, can I grab him? I found some strange button, I think, and a lever. Should I pull it or not?
Sure. I think we're ready to go.
Okay, and I'm going to pull the lever without zero hesitation.
If you
All
just
right.
read chat for a second.
So,
What?
so with that, you're pressing it, kind of just, and with that, you hear this kind of. It's like when you shake up a soda bottle really good, to where you can hear it kind of almost pressing on the other side, and then suddenly all that pressure gives way. Boom! You hear as the massive rock cork just springs off of there. At that point, you take that moment. You're already halfway doing this. Jasper throws what he can into his into the bag of holding. The rest of you, though, I do need a dexterity save from Torin and Jasper as you're down there gathering your things, and this one has decided to flip a switch.
I just took the resilient feat, so that my dex save is pretty nice now. 15.
15. And Jazz with the 15. All right, so boom. So both of you launch out of the way there. Again, these things are kind of like, it has little columns in there. So you leap underneath one of those and it smashes down the center there, opening up, kind of crashing right back to where it was before, but now broken off into 4 different pieces. With that, the water just starts pouring in there, hitting it. It takes no time before it's lifting you back up into it and pushing back through. There's almost a moment where, you can almost imagine being in a boat and this is happening. You almost panic until it hits and you remember, you can breathe underwater. Okay, we're good. And with that, the ocean is back ahead of you, free to move around. Where are you guys going? What are you doing?
I know. We're going deep, right? The Ashbury is in the depths of this kingdom.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the center of the spires.
Okay. So to make it kind of easier, and I'm going to call my steed with my second level spell, find steed, which
Nice.
is
And you said you're riding some kind of a porpoise, right?
no, it's a pink dolphin. Okay. It's a fae,
Yes.
because
Yes.
the spell lets you decide the type of creature it is, and this one is a fae, and it kind of swims around us without getting too close, and say, "Hi, he's kind of timid, but don't worry, it's a chill guy. I met him when you were making your shenanigans in the other world. I met him, and he's going to swim to me, and I'm going to say hello to Pinky.
Pinky.
My yeah.
Yes. A million times, yes. I know you've already got one, but I'll give you another one to give it away to whoever you want. That's an inspiration for me. Summons a pink dolphin. I'm fucking with it, bro. Let's
That's
go.
awesome.
I mean, to be more detailed, okay, the dolphin has like some marks like a zebra, but they are like gray, not white and black. They are gray and pink. And I'm going to hop on it and say, I think you two can ride in this thing also, right, Pinky?
I've got my broom.
Okay, don't worry. And you swimming, Jasper, or you with me?
Oh, I could use it. I mean, if we're going fast, I could use a tow, but otherwise,
Okay. So
Why do I just
let's go,
have
Pinky.
the most metal image of motherfucking Finn on the front of this dolphin, right? I don't know why, man, but I see it with like motorcycle handles up here for some fucking reason, and you got Jasper on the back, like, let's fucking go. All right, anyways, all right. So yes, also you have an inspiration. You already have one, so who do you want to give that to? That's definitely an inspiration. I can't. Someone's got to take it.
Okay, so I'm giving it to Torin.
All right.
Is this heroic inspiration?
It is. It is.
Me and Jasper
mean-
usually get one.
both of us already have it.
You both already have one. Oh,
Give it to the dolphin. He'll need it.
Okay, can I give it to Pinky?
sure. Why not? Why not?
Awesome.
All right. I'm with it. All right. So, with that, now, are you just to clarify, Jasper? Are you like holding on so he's dragging you with the dolphin, or are you riding back saddle?
If there's room on the saddle, I'll do it.
I mean, there's no saddle, so
Oh, okay.
you
I'll hold on to your belt. How's that?
yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yes. Yes to all. So
Put the immovable rod as your belt. Right there.
No,
don't do that, then you ain't going nowhere like that.
It's right there. I mean,
all right. So with that, as Torin hops on his broom, ready to start making the great distance down, and Finvar summons the world's most awesome pink dolphin, taking him and Jasper deep into the depths, going further and further down now. Now, as you all continue to follow the reef spirals downward, the water here grows colder and colder still. And even up from above, Rachel, thank you for the weather change. I didn't notice that before, but you guys, you start feeling the currents. You know, the weather way up there. You guys are so deep down now, but even as far down as you are, what must be some kind of a hurricane going on up above is still causing a sway. So as you go down, it's always in a kind of twisted, almost snake-like trajectory as you're being tossed back and forth. The water keeps going colder. The coral gives way to this smooth stone veined with some kind of dark metal, unmistakably artificial. Finally, you reach it. It's a massive pit yawning beneath you, sealed with the colossal stonework. Suspended from it, this massive stone cork that is suspended by these chains. All of them as thick as mass. This is the entrance to the ossuary. Now, you can see at each little corner of these masts there, of these chains, little towers with little lights glowing in there. You can hear someone acknowledging your guys as passing through, aware of your permission. Hear levers get pulled, those chains start to crank, and that cork lift, letting you through into the bottom there. Now, following down this first path here, you descend over the edge. The entrance is wide enough for massive beasts to swim through. And on the inside of it, the walls carved with more of these murals you've seen in some of the other places, some of them depicting Ragvar standing apart from a gathering of what looked like mages and artificers. Some show figures bound to tables, their bodies altered, flesh giving way to metal and some kind of light. At the very end of it, the aftermath leaves these twisted abominations, raging and broken, sealed within stone prisons. And as you finally break through to the bottom there, it opens up into this chamber. The tunnel gives way to this cone-like chamber. The walls razor-sharp, edged coral. The surface of this dome at the bottom, riddled with hundreds of hollow holes, like a skull made of the sea, staring up at you with these empty sockets, hundreds of them. There's a single beam of light that once you enter the room kind of straightens up and accumulates. This beam that goes straight down towards the center. It's a black light. It passes down into the bottom there. 3 massive colored lenses are set into the walls around you. 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. Carved around the ring that you enter the room from reads the words, "Cleanse the sea of its crimson blood. Now gleams with gold from the morning sun, till purity binds where the tides are one." Welcome to the entrance of the ossuary. And while they think about that little riddle there, we're going to take a quick break, everybody, because I got to stretch my legs and I have to grab something to drink because I am dying over here. And then when we get back, we'll, I know there are questions. I know y'all going to need me to redefine everything because I kind of got sidetracked there. Somebody in my bathroom is currently, I think, drying their hair. And again, OCD, so my brain cannot. That's why I can never be a dream walker, see, because I can't turn it off. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Again, we do this every hour or so, whenever it runs into my mind there. So that way we don't have to worry about any kind of ads. If you are new around here, hopefully you follow, but that's all we really ask. Follow, hang out with us and stuff like that. If you do happen to subscribe, great, but if you don't, that's okay, because the ads make sure you don't get interrupted with any kind of commercials or anything. So we're going to run that real quick, and we will be right back. Where'd that button go? Bam. All right, everybody, we are back. That real estate there is still driving me crazy. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to make one little adjustment here just so that my crazy mind will leave me alone. We're going to do this. Bam. There we go. Hold on. I've almost shut up the voices, John. Give me 1 second. Ah, yes. They're quiet. There we go.
Good.
Bam. There we go. All right. Now, I won't become a restless myself. All right. So, we are back. Let's get back under the sea here. Oh, actually. All right. Now, I am sure you gentlemen no doubt have questions. So, feel free. Where would you all like to begin? Again, you all are in this cone-like chamber at the bottom there, this dome of looks like just razor-sharp coral with all these little holes, these pockets. Looks like hundreds of eyes looking up at you. Little beam of black light coming down through the center there. And these lenses, green, or excuse me, red, blue, and yellow, line the walls. Take it away whenever you're ready, gentlemen.
Could you repeat the the riddle? Like,
The riddle
uh,
reads: Cleanse the sea of its crimson blood, now gleams with gold from the morning sun, till purity binds where the tides are one.
okay. I'm going to read an any idea, Jasper?
Otto, correct my memory, but didn't Jasmina say that Alfred and her made the light red, and then the coral door opened?
They did, and the sound also started.
But I mean, they didn't.
They didn't make it far after that.
They didn't have a good result. I think we have to cleanse the red of the sea. That's what says in here.
Could be something as simple as trying to focus the light, the beam of light, first on the red, then the yellow, then the blue. That might be too simple.
Maybe, but by but I mean, Jasmina didn't. Do you think if we focus the light in the red one, we have the same fate as them? Maybe.
It's
What do you
possible.
think?
What does this black beam of light look like? Is it originating from somewhere and pointing in a going in a particular direction, or is it just an indeterminate column of light from top to bottom? I think you're muted.
You are correct. So, looking up towards the tunnel that leads down into this chamber here, give me a Arcana check.
16.
16. So, some strange magical effect going on in here. Again, you can see these strange metals that are kind of lining the pathway down there. Has something to do with the magics involved there. It's somehow breaking up the particles of light that are coming through, and at the bottom, regathering it back into this beam of just pure black light. If not for the particles in the water, it might just look like the light there is glowing, but that gives it this certain kind of focus, almost like a laser pointing straight down into the dome below. Though when it hits it, it doesn't seem to make direct contact. It seems to almost stop as if some invisible field is stopping it from connecting and going into the actual dome.
And the lenses, are they affixed permanently to the wall, or do they move?
They move. They're hung on there. They're almost like, think like a hand mirror, but instead of a mirror in the center there, it's just these big, round, like large magnifying glasses with lenses of different colors in the center.
Okay. Are they placed equidistant from the bottom of the cone, bottom and top, or are they in order as the cone goes down?
They're not in any particular order. They're just hung
Okay.
at about a third point around the room in a triangle.
Well, Torrin, what do you think?
I don't know, man. Pretty stumped. Just trying to play through my head right now.
if we do it backwards, I mean blue, yellow, and red. To I know I don't have a lot of intelligence like you guys, but I thought didn't someone mention like green was the opposite of red? Because he also said that blue and yellow make green. So if we put green on top of red, maybe we cleanse the blood. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the puzzle, but you know I'm not very good at this.
Well, you're asking the wrong guy there, Finbar, because I am colorblind, so I can't tell you.
Sorry, do you remember something about this?
I can see some colors, but I'm just
Ira
not
said
good
it.
enough.
Oh no.
Ira said that green was the opposite of red.
Yep. Well, I vote then we use the red lens first on the black beam, and then the yellow, and then the blue in the bottom. So, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the coral gate to open. So I would say that from top to bottom.
I mean, red and yellow also make orange, I think, right? And it resembles the gleam of gold. So maybe it's that way.
It's possible. Yeah,
Okay,
whatever you want to try. Let's do it.
let's try something. We cannot stay still here. So first red and yellow, and then blue, right?
That's what you all are doing?
I'm going to swing with Pinky and trying to align the lenses. First the red one, then the yellow one. Well, first the red one. And let's see what happens.
All right. And so, first off, lifting up that red lens, when it hits the beam, it seems to remove that color from the spectrum. The black light goes green. Then, rising up with the yellow, adding that in there, goes through, it removes that spectrum there, and it goes blue. Then finally, when the blue light is added in there, the blue lens is added in there, it removes all color. Pure white beam stretches down into the center there. As it does, you can see it seems to break through whatever that force field was, and you can see all the little holes there start to kind of open and close a little bit until the one in the very center where the beam is at opens up wider and wider. All the other holes collapse in on themselves until they're just little slits until it looks like a flower kind of blooming at the center there. When it opens up, you can see beyond it, a tunnel stretches further down. Pure darkness. The ossuary is open.
I pull out the shell that your Solia gave us, just in case.
And I'm going to draw my 2 daggers, just in case.
I give a thumbs up just in case.
And we go deeper.
Yep.
So, pushing in there, the water just continues to get colder and colder. Pretty soon the currents start picking up. Pretty soon you're less swimming and more having to put in some effort to slow yourselves down. You're pulled along, rushing through quickly through twists and turns and all sorts of things, but always in a generally downward direction. Till finally it lets loose. You do a little circle there and let's find yourself in a very dark, massive sphere. More holes around it. Not as many as the dome before, but dozens of them. See little lines of movement in there. Seaweed that grows out at the center of them. And then something else moves past one, and then another. I need everybody to give me a dexterity save.
Cool.
Okay. 23.
17.
Can I use the Pool of Echoes?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd like to use the 14 from it. It might not work,
right.
but it'll give me 16.
16. All right.
And that's for Pinky, which is a 15.
Which is a 15. All right. So with that, now, Finvar, you see something coming quickly from one of the holes there. This long tentacle reaching out towards you. It's reaching out from a number of the holes here, all kind of darting inwards at once. You manage to push yourself off, but it wraps around Pinky, grabs hold of Jasper's leg, gets torn by the arm, and starts pulling you all towards these holes. It quickly rips them through there. Finvar, what are you doing?
I'm striking with one of my daggers to the tentacle who reached Pinky to try to cut the tentacle from him.
All right. All right, so taking a reaction there, give me a just go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. With the dagger spear.
Did it dismount me from my broom?
You have the broom in your
right.
hand, but it's kind of yanked you off and it's pulling you along there with the other arm.
I also have to save myself with to not fall from Pinky. Which is okay. 17, so I don't fall. And the attack roll it's 27 to hit.
Okay. So as you start to pull off, now you've leaped out the way there, but still holding on with one hand onto Pinky there. So you manage to stay close as it starts pulling along there, and you're stabbing at one of these tentacles, and it's pulling you off these different tubes there. You can kind of just getting ripped through it until suddenly find yourself tossed off. The tentacle that had a hold of Pinky unwinds. You pull your spear out, and it pulls off down deep into the ground there. It kind of lowers itself underneath the surface. It all pulls back into this dirt, this big open area you all find yourself in now here. 1 second.
Okay. I'm going to draw my second dagger. Because this is not looking good.
Now, in this massive open area here that you find yourself in, the area scattered with all sorts of just ancient things lost to the bottom of the sea here, pulled down Lord knows when, piles of bones and everything all half buried in this deep, deep earth bottom sand. Every so often you hear a little booming noise. Boom, 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 boom. There's a kind of chuckle in the air there. Doesn't seem to come from any particular direction. You can see sharks and all massive hunter sharks swimming about the area, moving through sections of seaweed and then moving back in. Little skulls that almost seem to be staring at you in the distance. Then you hear kind of a wicked sound almost echoing through your head there. There's a pressure for a moment. You can almost feel it kind of feels like it's tearing at your skull. And then that necklace that she gave you there, Jasper, you can feel it start to kind of vibrate and shake. Lets off a frequency, some kind of little hum that seems to counteract those effects. The pressure in your head lets go, and felt like it was gonna pop a minute ago, but it's like when your ears pop, it just start to feel better. And you hear a chuckle still, another one echo through from nowhere. And you hear a very rough but unmistakable song coming from somewhere. A wicked voice sings out from it. You can almost hear things playing. Something starts banging on a bell off in the distance there. You hear it, bum 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 bum. You hear a creature sing out, welcome where the light can't reach you, where the scary things are found. You wish you could see the light soon, but here you will keep kept down, down in the deep. That's where you'll sleep. Under the water, it's getting hotter. Don't start to weep. Now you wish you could get away, but now you are my toy to play. Here in the water, there will be slaughter, mixed with some laughter. You sorry bastards down in the deep. The ground starts to shake and tremble a little bit. You can see these round kind of ruins that are buried down in there start to spread open. These little sigils moving out of the way as this long creature rises up. The bottom section of him, just a long tentacle stretching off what looks a good 20, maybe 30 feet even, as he rises up from out of there and looks down across you all. So you've come to play. And with that, he starts calling out his song. You can hear still echoing through the area there. In little corners here and there, more sand starts to shake off the ground. Little caves, little holes, different places from the seaweed everywhere else. Things start to make their way into the foray here. As they all start rising up. Now rise up. And with that, roll initiative. Give me 1 second to get that set in there.
I can't see the map.
You can't see it, then I probably don't
Yeah,
have
Fog of War
anything.
on roll 20.
What's that?
I can't see the map either.
I can see it.
Maybe a
You
dark
can't see it
vision
either?
thing.
No, I can see it. I mean, I do.
Oh, you do. Okay. Do I have? Oh.
I only see it on the stream. I don't have it on roll 20.
All right. How
There we
about
go. I
now?
can see it now.
All right.
Yep, there we go.
There you go. I forgot to turn on the light. My bad. All right. Well,
Oh man.
This isn't looking good.
oh, I'm sure you'll all be fine.
I roll a 10 on initiative.
Oh, yeah.
So you got a 10?
Yeah, and Pinky goes with me.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Remember what you rolled, or hold off on rolling. Forgot to edit this since Ragnar and everybody's out. Give me 1 sec.
That was a great song, by the way.
Appreciate it. All right, so Finvar got a 10. Did anybody else already roll? If so, what did you roll?
I got a 4.
4,
22.
22. All right, let's see what.
Does anybody want to switch?
It's good.
Just throwing it out there. You might watch it.
It's all right. We're surrounded, so I'm not going to be.
Okay.
My control spells aren't going to be useful right now until they bunch up a little closer. was expecting a fight against one big thing and not a whole bunch of things.
Well,
That guy looks creepy.
Then he's doing his job. Yes. Good thing. Where's that fucking...
It actually, the jewelry around it reminds me of the old pictures of Krishna and Shiva.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean
The
there,
old,
too. Yep.
old medieval Indian style.
All right, let's get us some combat jams going. All right, Torin, you are first.
yeah, shit. All right. Okay, so we've got. Oh man, we got a lot on the map here.
Yep.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move away from the group. So let's see. Can I move between them, or I guess I'll just fly over them. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. And let's test the waters a bit here. Take my revolver and I'm gonna shoot at the this little guy here first.
All right.
It's a 12 to hit, which is actually it's a natural 1. So that misses.
So you rolled a 1 and got a 12. That's still wild,
Yes.
but for sure. Yes, it does miss. That's crazy.
Alright, so try again. That is a 25 to hit.
That one is gonna hit.
Alright, so this one is just a regular D8 plus 6. So 7 points of piercing.
Seven points of piercing. All right.
Okay.
All right. Damage dealt. It is still up. Anything else?
Yeah, let me just, I'm just gonna bonus action, hand crossbow. Just take a shot at that thing. Which, how far am I from him? 20 feet? Okay, cool. And with the Vex feature, it should be. Would it be disadvantaged with a hand crossbow underwater?
Under the water piercing from that range, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, then with the Vex features as I hit last time, that's 26 to hit.
That also hits.
And that is another. That should just be 2 points because no proficiency.
All right.
And that will end my
2
turn.
points. All right. You hit it nice, but it is still up. And with that, ending your turn there, these things are gonna get moving their way in on you. The first one there is gonna move in.
What does it look like? I mean, obviously it looks like that, but
Yeah.
it's like demonic,
So-
undead,
So up
a
close,
spirit.
like getting a good look at some of these things as they're closer to you. They have a lot of very human-like or humanoid-like features, with kind of the shoulders, the outlines of things, all have these strange kind of mutations. They don't look like the merfolk that you all had seen above. Those creatures were all purely of some line of creation or such. Everything kind of fit together. A lot of parts of these things look unnatural. The gills that are coming out their sides look almost they look separate from the flesh. Certain parts of the throat and going down the chest and everything looks much more humanoid, much more land humanoid, while the outsides and the claws and the teeth and everything and the eyes look like have that more fishy qualities to them.
So Feinstein's failed experiments.
Maybe.
Thanks.
All right, no worries. All right, and so with that, it's going in, and we swinging claws here at you. First one coming in with an 18.
That hits.
All right, 3 slashing damage. The next one is a nat 20, so it is going to be another 3 plus 6, so 9 slashing on the next hit there.
Ouch.
These ones over here, using their bonus action to do so, they kind of lean back, grab water, and throw themselves in your direction there, moving with essentially a dodge action, not dodge action, a dash on their bonus. So dashing in towards the both of you, taking a swing at Finvar in the back. Does 17 hit Finvar? Oh, you're in the front.
Yeah, it hits.
Hits. All right.
Yeah.
That'll be 5 slashing. Damn, y'all. Another D20, so it's another crit.
Okay.
And then
okay. I'm going to use lucky point for that to give you disadvantage on that hit.
on that one.
I'm going to be lucky.
All right, and then so he's gonna miss on that second attack there. The other one, doing the same move, unable to get over to him, is gonna push in. Again on you, 12 doesn't hit, 7 doesn't hit. One more in the back. It's gonna take a swing for Jasper there. Does 16 hit, Jasper?
No.
No 16. 22 is going to with 4
And
slashing.
Sorry
What?
to remind you, I've got the Cloak of Displacement on, so all attacks on me initially are at disadvantage.
All right, so let's go ahead and put a second roll to that. So the second swing would be a 16, which that doesn't hit, correct?
That's a miss. Yep.
All right. And after him,
I appear to be somewhere else.
all right, Finvar, it is your turn.
Okay. So okay, Pinky is going to disengage to move me. I mean, Jasper is. You are with me, Jasper, or you are on your
I'm
own?
off.
Okay, so me and Pinky are going to move this way, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here. And along the way, I'm going to.
That is going to be 3 reaction swings on you, though. 6 is going to
Okay.
miss.
Pinky disengage, so the
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. Go ahead.
the Pinky disengage, and I'm going to attack with casting first Divine Favor with 1 first level spell slot and 2 daggers. 1 with my attack and 1 with the extra attack. So to this one, how is it? No, okay. I'm going to attack to the ones that attack Jasper. To the first one, it's going to be an 11 to hit.
You're muted.
Not bad. 11 does not hit.
Okay, and the second one with the regular dagger is going to be 21.
All right, that one will hit.
Okay, So to the one that's of the three of the group here, to the one below is going to be
This one?
yeah, that one.
Okay.
Going to be uh 10 damage in total,
Alright, what's it?
and that dagger does not come back, so stays there, and that's it. That's my turn.
Alright. One second.
Hey, thanks for the pool of echoes there, Rachel. Appreciate it. 19 is a great
Oh,
roll.
19. Nice. All right, so with that, it is going to bring us to the big boy there, who, looking amongst all of you, he starts opening up and starts singing another deep-throated tune there. And as he does, 3 of these tridents form up this kind of icy water that launches, shooting off for Torin. Oof. All right, Torin. First one launching off at you. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
Dang.
Next one,
Yep.
a natural 20 to hit.
I'm
These
gonna
dice are
use a
mean tonight,
lucky-
y'all.
I'm gonna use a lucky point, make you reroll that.
All right. That one will come in with an 11, so that one's going to miss. And then the last one. Hold on, is that a 9 or a 6 that I'm looking at? That's it. Okay, and that one is going to be a 13. So that is not going to hit. So the first one will be the only one that hits there. Let's see. Gonna roll that high. Dealing 9 piercing damage and 1 cold damage, so a total of 10. And with that, as his tone mellows down there, bubbles start to rise up around him till you lose sight of him. And as the bubbles start to clear, you see him no longer.
Shit.
All right. And then that is going to bring us over to Jasper.
Okay, so the large shark-looking creatures so far, no movements on their behalf.
The sharks themselves, no. They are currently swimming off in the just through the reefs and stuff around, more or less doing their own thing.
They are waiting for blood in the water, huh? Okay. I'm gonna take a chance that the creature is invisible and hasn't moved, so I'm gonna cast hypnotic pattern at 3rd level. Let's see, 10. Actually, let me draw that better here. 10, 20, 30. 30-foot cube.
All right, where are you placing it? Right there?
Yep. And let's see. Yep. So it's a right. I'm right on the edge of it, and I've never used this spell before. Never casted it before. So in this 30-foot cube, right in front of my hands, this scintillating rainbow of color shoots through the water, and each creature in that cube needs to make a wisdom saving throw 16.
16, alright. Alright, top one there passes. Middle one fails. Bottom one fails.
Excellent.
What are the no knowledge as far as the big boy.
Okay, they are the ones that failed are incapacitated and have a speed of 0 as long as I concentrate up to a minute.
That one, I just remember.
Since I'm there, I think I'm not going to at this time. Not going to move, and I'm going to tank any hits that come my way, relying on my cloak of displacement. So I'll stick where I'm at.
All right, is that it?
And that's it for me.
All right, and so with that, this fellow over here swims downward, makes his way over towards the reef there, and starts screeching and singing some horrible screeching song. And as he does, the shark in that area turns and moves in, pushing his way towards you, Jasper.
Great.
Goes in with the teeth, and with a 22.
Is that disadvantage
hit.
or no?
Is that disadvantage? Okay, that is correct. And that is going to come in with a 16. 16 doesn't hit you, right?
Misses, right?
All right. And that'll end their turns and bring us back to the top here with Torin.
All right. Since I hit my hand crossbow last turn, I should have advantage on this guy in front of me.
All right.
So we're gonna take a shot. This is shot 3.
This is with the crossbow?
This is with the revolver.
With the revolver, okay.
Yeah. So the hand crossbow and the revolver are both vex. There's a 25 to hit.
Nice.
Hit.
And 28. So another 2 plus 6, so 8 points of piercing.
All right. 8 points of piercing. That shot there goes through it, explodes a whole section of this thing's head. You can see this kind of goo just floating out of it there. The innards, the brains that should be, doesn't look to be like any solid mass. It's some kind of muck in there that just swishes about. Now, little bits of it move off to the side like little tendrils. The creature is still up despite missing half its head, but it's pretty badly torn up there. Anything else?
So then I will... Yeah, I'll just shoot it again.
Go for it.
With the revolver. For a 20 to hit. Dirty 20.
That hits.
That is 6 plus 6, so 12.
All right, with that, you take off the rest of its head as it just drops down, floats to the bottom there. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm a bonus action. Second one. For 11 hit points back. And that'll end my turn.
All right. And with that, the one that is still not incapacitated here He's gonna take his swing. Oh, and that is with disadvantage. Let me find the die here. Roll 2 2s. That's definitely not gonna hit.
Excellent.
And then
Thank you,
that
Cook.
other one is gonna be a 10, which is not gonna hit as well. With those ones down, that'll bring us over to Finvar.
Okay, so listening the squeaks and the sudden appearance of the shark, I'm going to go around these 3 ones incapacitated with Pinky and go directly for the screamer there. And that's how much movement is there, so 50, 50, 30. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to attack him first with my dagger spear as I'm going, so with range. And that's 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. So it's this 6 and 4. Okay, that's 12 damage in total
12. Alright.
with a dagger spear, which in the moment that pierces his skin is going to return to my hand, and as I'm charging with Pinky, I'm going to jump to him and attack him a second time with the dagger spear in melee now,
Alright. Hit him again.
which is
Go for
a
it.
20 to hit.
That hits.
And it's going to be 10 damage
Another 10.
for a total of 22, and the last one with a backhand with also a dagger spear but melee. It's a 23 to hit
That'll hit.
with my bonus action. It's going to be 8 plus 4, so 12 again, for a total of 34 damage.
Nice.
And Pinky is moving around me, but I'm dismounted now.
Alright, that thing is pretty badly torn up. Still not entirely dead, but certainly went and tore some pieces from him. Anything else?
Okay. No, that's it.
That's it? Alright.
Pinky is going to take the dodge action, just in case. As it's swimming, I mean, he's beside me, but I'm not mounted. And that's it.
Alright. And with that, as you go and start welling on this creature who's over here making its way inwards, feel the pressure change around you. Bubbles start to form up. Creature recollects itself beside you, reaches back again, its hands gathering up these tridents. It starts bringing them down at you. First one's going to come in with a 24.
That
Next
hits.
one is a 14.
That doesn't hit.
And then another 24. So 2 hits,
Hits
1
again.
misses. So the first one. I just rolled 6. All right, so on the first one, it is, what is that? 14 piercing and 3 cold. The next hit is 9 piercing and 5 cold damage.
Okay, I'm at 11 HP.
Oh, jeez. Thanks.
Getting good. I wanted you to come to the light, you monster.
Yeah, and that's going to end his turn and bring us to Jasper.
Well, I am going to thread through the creatures here a ray of frost at this one that Finbar's been attacking. See if he can control the sharks. Maybe if we take him down, maybe that shark will break off its attack. So that'd be a nat 20.
That's gonna hit for sure.
Question, since we haven't had this before, like martial attacks, do spell attacks, if a nat 20, do they do brutal criticals as well?
Same thing with 20s here. Whatever form of attack you're using, if you get the crit, then it is the normal roll plus the maximum possible roll.
Cool. So 16 plus 7, that's 23 points of damage.
So that
Cold
beam
damage.
comes over there, and you might as well be Mr. Freeze under the seas right now. That thing turns into a popsicle before it floats down and hits the bottom and shatters as it does so. Inside, you can see that there's a couple of organs that one might even recognize. There's what looks like half a heart, maybe a liver here, one of its kidneys, but the rest of it is filled with some kind of muck. But it is done for.
For my bonus action, I'm going to cast a level, since that was a cantrip, I'm going to cast a leveled spell, second level spell, Misty Step, and move directly on the other side of that creature. Let's see, make sure 10, nope, not quite. 20, 30. So I think I can reach there. Let me do the ruler real quick. Yep. Try to draw off some attacks from Finbar. So Misty Step right next to it. Maintaining
anything else?
concentration on the hypnotic pattern.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right, and with that, the other creature dead here, the shark itself does turn and return its way back up into its kind of safe space there in the and all the seaweeds
In
and
the reef.
such, which will bring us again back to the top here with Torin.
Okay, so yeah, screw it. All right, a bonus action. Actually, let me move closer first. Let me just move it there for now. I think that was right there. I could be wrong. Yes. And am I 30 feet away from him? I should be. Perfect. Well, bonus action, Hunter's Mark. I didn't mean to roll damage, but I was trying to just use a spell. So now I have Hunter's Mark on him. I have one bullet left in the chamber. So I'm going to take the shot. And this is going to be goading, and I'm going to use a luck point with it.
All right, so the Hunter's marked him, and you're goading. Go ahead with the shot whenever you're ready.
Nice.
So using a luck point, give myself advantage here. It's a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 barely hits.
Okay, so that's 2d8, 1d6 plus 6. That is 19 points of piercing damage. I think it's 2 points of force damage in there.
All right, how many
19
total?
19 total. 2 of it is force. And then he has to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
All right, first off, I need everybody around him to give me a Yeah, give me a Constitution save, HE, if you are next to the creature.
Okay.
Oops, I guess.
A 10 for me.
16 for me.
16, and what did you have there? What was yours, Finvar?
10.
10?
Yeah. And Pinky has more constitution than me. Cool. Which is
Okay.
16.
So, whether this was you steering it out the way or whatever the case may be, with that as those bullets tear through the water and strike into him, he lets out a spray that goes in the water, this acidic blood pumping out of them. Some of you manage to, goes across your armor there, you manage to sling it off and resist it there. Finvar, some of this gets on you and burns straight through some of your gear there. I mean, there are some other effects here, but the most important being that it takes 17 points of acid damage.
Oh.
Okay, I'm down.
All right, and then Torn, what were you saying? Needs to make what kind of save?
A DC 16 Wisdom.
We got a nat 1 on that, so
It's disadvantage on everybody but me.
all right. That brings us.
Our healer is down.
Your healer is down.
Healer.
With Finvar
Guys.
dropping down, this one swims inward towards Jasper. Still with disadvantage there. First one comes in at 16, that doesn't hit. Next one with an 11, that doesn't hit.
Good.
And then that'll bring us over to Finvar. Let's get a death save.
Shit.
Have we ever had a death saving throw?
I don't think so, because we had a healer.
Yeah, everybody just got up before they.
Yeah.
Fuck me, really. Okay, it's a constitution saving throw, right?
Just a
It is.
D20. I
It's
think.
just,
Yeah, it's just a
D20.
D20.
D20 and that's it, okay.
50-50.
11.
All right, that's one save.
Okay.
Alright.
But the thing is, Pinky is not dispelled because it's. I mean, it disappears when it dies or the spell ends, which is 24 hours, I think. So Pinky is going to go save me. It's going to grab
Pinky-
me.
Without you up to give Pinky orders, the most it can really do is try to retreat. I'll let it do that, but it's not going to pull you out of the way.
Okay. Okay, if I go down in the spell says that it focus on protecting me, so it's going to block, literally put him in front of me to
Alright.
kind of shield me from the big guy.
All right, trying to cover you up there. Okay, and then with that, it'll bring us over to our big, beautiful friend here, who lets out more of this nasty laughter there, aims off at his most recent attacker. As you can see, the acidic blood still pulling out of him. Fires off another round. Oof. That one, thankfully, is not a nat 20. Of these tridents there. Got one that's going to come in with a 26. One
That
coming
barely
in
hits.
with... Just barely. All right. One comes in with a... Is that 23? And then one comes in with a 15. Does a 15 hit?
Does not.
It does not. All right, so we got 2 hits and a miss. All right, the first one here, and that one is going to do 8 piercing and then 7 cold. The next one is going to do another 8 piercing and 6 cold.
15, 8 on top of that. It's 23 and 6 is 29 total.
All right, and
Ouch.
with that,
I'm in
that's out.
danger.
Another of these horrible chuckles as that another tune starts coming from his mouth there. Bubbles again begin to rise. Jasper, you're up.
Well, now we know that he's not. He just turns into bubbles and he doesn't go invisible. So, bummer. I think Finvar. So, is it to administer a potion to another person? That's an action.
I would believe so.
Okay. So I'll slide around and I'll give Finvar a potion of greater healing.
All right. And with an action, we're going to stick to the action roll, so it's going to be maximum healing received there. If you use an action for it, you get full healing.
So 44 plus 4, that's 20 points.
Cool. So I'm no longer 20 HP.
Yep, 20. And I'm really limited as a wizard for bonus actions. I don't have anything to do, so that is my turn.
All right. Jasper, you're up. I'm sorry. Torin, you're up.
I had a quick question. Since I could only use one of my attacks last round, could I use the other to reload the gun?
Say that again?
So I only had one bullet left in the chamber last turn, so I only shot once. Could I have used a second attack to reload? Like the multi-attack?
No, because those are all tied into the one action there, and that one's still
Fair
a
enough.
separate action there.
Fair enough. Then bonus action, I'll go ahead and reload.
All right.
With Hunter's Mark, I should be able to know where he's at if he's...
That is correct.
see.
You feel him immediately behind you.
Right behind me?
Right behind you.
So I've already hit him with Vex gun. So that would give me advantage, but since I can't see him, that'd just be a normal roll.
So it's going to be a straight roll, correct?
I'm just going to turn around and just take a shot right behind me.
Nice. Under the arm like this?
Yeah, under the arm. Just,
Nice. Go for it.
that's not going to hit. That's 17.
17 hits.
Oh, it does. All right.
That is
so let's
that
see.
is as close as you can get. 17 just barely scratches him.
So let's see, a D8 and a D6 roll. So 6 plus 6, that's 12.
12 points of damage.
Yes.
All right. Give me 1 sec.
Let's see, reappear.
And with that, breaks concentration. And he reforms into himself.
Dandy. Now I get to shoot him with advantage. And this is going to be a trip attack. Well, no, let's keep it goading. That is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Damn.
So that is 19 plus 6, so 25 points of damage.
Damn.
Wow.
Is he still
That's-
standing?
I mean, he's still standing, but he is actually, quick math. He's actually looking a little rough at this point. You can still see all this spewing out of him. Also, I do need you to give me a Constitution save.
Constitution saving throw. I will go ahead. Yeah, just roll it real quick. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration. Actually, I'm gonna take that 19 Rachel gave us, because I don't want to lose concentration of Hunter's Mark.
All right. So with that, as it starts to kind of bellow out towards you there, you kind of just push yourself back enough of it and just move the water around enough to keep it from actually making any contact. What little bit of your armor it does, you manage to fling off before it can actually manage to burn through anything. And anything else?
So I still got. Dang it. This freaking guy. Yeah. Yeah, we're going Rambo. I think. Yeah, let's go Rambo. I'm an action surge. And then I'm gonna take 2 more shots at him.
Go for it.
This third one, I'm just going to add, make it trip attack. It said 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that is 17 points of damage. Second attack is also trip as well. 28 to hit. This is my last superiority dice. $20 points of damage, and that's all my superiority dice.
Dang.
Stumbles back and kind of leans back against the rocks there with that last one, hits him there and leans forward again. You can now see his eyes, he opens up and they're kind of, the eyes shake a little bit as he looks all towards amongst all of you there.
DC 16 strength saving throw, be prone. And I did it twice, so if he fails the first one, then
Yeah,
I
so
guess I
he
probably should've
fails
done that.
that with a 7, so falls back against the rock there and kind of slips up. His long, just insanely long tail behind him, winding all about, almost a what's the term I'm looking for? It's a tangle of tail, all floating in the water there, which will bring us over
I'm gonna
to.
go down, guys.
Was that all, Torn?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just about to go down.
All right, Finbar, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to wake up as Jasper is making me drink the potion. I'm going to look around, and Pinky is going to hit me with his mouth, and I mean, Jasper can see it. I'm enraged a lot, so I'm going to mount Pinky and charge to the big guy.
All right.
And along the way, I'm going to throw the dagger spear with one of my attacks.
All right, go for it.
which-
Hey,
It's a
what's up, bonus?
16.
How's it going? Got some boss fights going on. 16 is not gonna hit.
Okay, so as it goes to another way, it's going to return to my hand, and I'm going to jump above him. Is he prone, Tormin, or not?
Yeah, he is. He would technically currently be prone.
Okay, so I'm going to jump with my dagger in the, gripping it with the two-handed, and I'm going to attack him. But I'm going to use, if it's okay with everyone, the pool of echoes, the 19. It's the 16.
16.
So with my modifier, it would be 22 to hit.
Using everything, guys.
Yeah. I mean, and As I pierce him with my dagger, which I'm going to do the damage, which is 6.
What was the
And
6 damage for? What I didn't see an attack roll.
I use the pool of echoes with
Oh,
the
my bad.
16.
Okay, and what was the
16
number
and
you
my
used?
modifier, which is plus 8.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Total.
So it took 6 damage there.
And after I pierce him, I'm going to say to him, "You're going to need more than dirty blood to put me down." And I'm going to cast second level Divine Smite with my bonus action.
Ooh.
So 12 damage. 12 divine damage.
All right. So as you come back into it, you look over there and Torrens floating in the water, blasting off his pistol, doing some nasty damage and pushing this thing back onto the rock there. You gather up and hop on to Pinky, rushing over there, taking your spear, tossing one time. It misses, but as it does, it of course vanishes and reappears back in your hand as you leap off, bringing it up, gathering that divine smite and bringing it down, slicing right down through this thing's still bellowing mouth before all that smiting energy bursts outwards, popping this thing from the inside like a fish that's been fed. You ever seen fish eat peas? It's not pretty. And just as it does, the whole place shakes a bit there. His carcass drops down to the bottom. You can see right in his gut something shining, something wrapped around the creature's heart there. Shines a very odd kind of glow to it. You all
I'm going to
strike down the
swim away.
creature. Go ahead.
I'm going to swim away because I don't want to be breathing acidic blood again. So I'm going to move a bit below Torwin.
Yeah, so as you've backed
nearly.
off of it and that cloud of the acid blood kind of dissipates into the water there, that's where you can see the heart there, the heart shriveling away, leaving behind a ring that was wrapped around it.
Shiny.
We still got one more thing to go.
All right.
I gotta find water.
Three more, actually.
3?
Yeah, three
I
more.
gotta hydrate.
Yes, they're incapacitated, yeah. Okay, and that's my turn.
I don't know who's
If
water.
we are still in combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a water real quick.
So you guys are still technically in combat, though, as these things are still incapacitated, left floating open. Whether you let them go and give them an attempt to flee, or you can go over and just slice them down where they stand.
This one that's directly next to me, that's still alive and kicking. Does it look when it sees the creature die? Does it react in any way? Does it want to
It
swim
looks
off?
like it's no longer so much in an attackive form. The look behind its eyes there, before they were this pure just black marbles, but as the creature has gone down, the blackness kind of fades away. You can even see what looks like they're still very dark, but it's more of a graying color. At the very center, you can see a little slit that actually looks like some kind of pupil, almost some kind of awareness that floats back into his eyes. It looks between you. Its stance goes from offensive to more of a defensive one.
Yeah, hey, let's let this thing go. I think it was being controlled.
He attacks you, Jasper. You are letting him. Maybe it's controlled by other thing later. We cannot let him. Go.
Finbar, we are struggling right now. So, maybe we just take our win.
If this one doesn't attack and swims away from me, then I'll drop concentration on the other two, but not until then.
So
Okay.
in that moment
With
there,
my
it's
dice,
kind of just
please.
looking at you. It backs away a little bit, a half an inch, then another, until eventually, as you let it make that distance there with no attempt to attack, it turns and swims off down towards one of those caves there and kind of just disappears into it. As you release the magic from the other two, they do the same. They swim off towards the reefs there. One grabs hold of a shark that starts swimming its way back down one of the distant tunnels up in the top there. And soon enough, they all vanish off there.
Whew. Was this
I
the
have-
this was this the thing?
Please, yes.
Please tell me this was the thing, and there's not another bigger thing out there.
I mean, if it's going to be a bigger thing, I'm getting out of here with Pinky, guys. I'm not risking my death.
I'm gonna use 2 second winds to heal
All right.
because I am at 12 HP.
Oh, right. I can heal you also, guys. If you
Yeah, I got. Let's see.
you need some healing, Jasper, or are you okay?
No, in fact, I wasn't touched at all.
Okay, I'm back.
How?
I'm back at the 42 with 2 second winds.
How you were in front of them and you were here?
This
Which
magic
tells me
cloak
I'm still not
works
hitting y'all
wonders.
hard enough. See? Every time. Just another...
No, you're just not hitting everybody hard enough. I've been hit quite a lot.
I almost died. So
Like the dragon
thought Finbar
only
was
hit
gone.
me. Like,
I really
Yeah.
thought Finbar was down too. Yep.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Close.
Pinky told it too. What a bummer.
Well, we got to find this relic. So if anyone sees anything,
Okay,
Well,
Pinky,
it could be that thing right there around the heart.
Pinky is going to grab the ring with his heart and is going to play with it around us. And
So-
seeing it.
Well, he gets close to it, but when it gets a little closer, it stops. It doesn't grab hold of the ring. It seems a little bit nervous about it. It swims past it and goes back around over behind you.
So we are not putting this one in the bag of holding.
Okay, Pinky knows his thing. Okay, I'm not touching that. I mean, Jasper, you do your thing as a mage.
well, if you guys want to search the rest of this cavern here for anything else that might be of use or value, and I can take 10 minutes to cast Unseen Servant ritually since I don't have it memorized and are prepared, and have the Unseen Servant pick it up if needed.
Did all the sharks leave too?
The sharks are still swimming about there. There's still some pretty big ones, but they don't seem to be coming directly for y'all. You can see them hunting, like some of them swoop down and one of them pops out of the seaweeds there, goes down and grabs a crab that wandered out and then makes its way back up into there. So certainly not what I'd call the safest place, but they're not directly attacking you. But going off and wandering through the area here, you find that it's not a lot as far as treasures and stuff. This place there's a certain eerie beauty to it. Some of the vibrant colors that glow out of some of these plants and everything here. But a lot of what's here is, aside from random junk, a massive bell off in one corner, but it's mostly fish and bones, all been down here for who knows how long. These could be some of the original fish for all you know. Now, as you're casting your spell over there on the item, the name that comes through for it isn't the clearest. It seems like it almost feels like a translation of a translation, not a named thing, but something that was referred to maybe in passing at some points as the title ring. It appears, and as you're doing this, you sense a certain familiarity with the magic on this thing, and very similar to the artifact you had found before. The ring itself, it's forged of this pale copper and silver alloy that seems to kind of ripple faintly in the light. The ring bears inlaid sapphiric lines, trace these shapes of flowing waves. Set at its crest rests a single flawless pearl that glows with a soft inner light. The ring itself, as you cast Identify on it, does have some qualities. You don't know what else it can do in relation to the other artifact, but when worn, it does seem to have some ability to adjust to the size of the wearer. You can tell, you can put this on your wrist, on a finger, wherever you might choose, around your head if you want to wear it like a little whatever. But it does grant you water breathing, grants you your swim speed, gives you advantage on strength or athletics checks made to swim or resist ocean currents, and once per long rest, the wearer can cast control water. There's some other. I gotta finish outlining something else before I fully put it down for you. But there is some kind of a ritual you can sense in it that could have some very powerful effects on the tides that you can tell. When I iron that more out, then I'll give you more detail on that one.
Safe to touch, I'm assuming. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, gentlemen, this is definitely a relic. This is some sort of artifact. It has lots of abilities to function and control and survive underwater.
Is it cursed?
No, as far as I know, it's not cursed, but it could be. Wouldn't know until we put it on, unfortunately.
Finvar being here, what was that dude from the Mummy 2? You with the curses, this is cursed and that's cursed.
This is cursed. I love
All
it.
right.
I'm
So-
just sorry. I was just going to go over these little weird coral pieces. I was going to see if I can grab some of that. Maybe give it to Ira, or use it for some alchemy, or somebody could.
But
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to chisel some of it off. Just give me a survival check.
I'm terrible at that.
That's why I asked for it.
And the dice. You know what? I didn't use my heroic inspiration because I used a 19 from chat. So I'm going to use a heroic inspiration to roll it again.
All right, for sure.
And that is an 18.
18. So, you can go over and get a little piece of it. It's very, a lot of very sharp qualities to it, but you get a little piece that's kind of at one of the very ends there. It chips off like a little, it's got an almost diamond shape to it. One side a little bit longer than the other, and then it kind of squares at the top, almost like an upside down little Christmas tree. Or arrowhead.
See if we can do anything with that later.
hold on, Jasper, you're saying this is an artifact level item and it was around the heart of this octopus?
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure, though, because this thing has multiple multiple powers, and yeah, so I would say it's as close to an artifact as I've ever seen. But how it got around this creature's heart or inside its heart, I have no idea. I can only assume that Fine Stamp
I was about to say that.
found a way to merge magic and creatures in his experiments.
I don't know you guys, but I don't think this is the Leviathan we were looking for. I mean, for the looks of it, it looks like some leader of these kinds of creatures that got trapped here. Maybe the creatures that find some work are here hidden, living under the ossuary. Maybe
That's
that's more.
possible.
What I'm saying is we could go to somewhere more stealthy, like to hide in some place. Not here in the middle of this giant room.
Well, we don't hear the voices anymore. And the music stopped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Which
all
means you
has
need to
gone very
crack
calm in
that,
here.
that shell, don't you?
Yes.
Hold on. What did the Seahawks said about the music?
Well, I must have misheard her. I thought that once I was supposed to crack the this shell once the music stopped, but it sounded like the shell gave us some level of resistance to whatever musical enchantments that that creature was able to um, cast or levy against us, which they did with the other party, with Alfred's party. And that's actually a good question. Amongst all the bones at the littering the ground, do we see anything that might look like it might be the remains of Alfred's and Jasmina Corlin's party, adventuring party?
Give me a investigation check first off.
I'll help him with that.
I'm pretty good at that, but I'll definitely take advantage. Appreciate that. And I rolled 2 7s, which is crazy. I got a 15.
15. So, looking around here, it's hard to tell from a lot of the bones you're searching through. You do find some
Just for
that,
the giggles of it, if it's okay with you, since I didn't use my heroic inspiration being a normal human, I'm going to use that if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I rolled a 6. So, yeah, we're sticking with 15.
All right. So, you do find
I'm terrible.
some skulls you can search through, but a lot of them are mostly just, old. When you actually touch them, they're very brittle from being down there. Some of them, the exact opposite, just depending on what species it is. Some of them are very hard from being petrified down here. You do find some that seem as though they may be not quite as old as some of the other ones, not quite as, petrified under the sea here. And then you feel this kind of sliver of energy, this arcane kind of psychic energy sparks in your mind there. Feels similar to when you had seen the party while you were dreamwalking. And in your mind you see this kind of hole into this area here. Now, it's something that had been blocked to you before. It's almost like an invitation from the dream realm to peek through at something to see there.
Hey, guys, I need a minute. I think I detected something, but I have to reach out with my other senses. So make sure the sharks don't eat me for a few minutes, all right?
Other sense? What are you talking about?
I'll start working on Harley handlebars to put on my broom.
Okay. Me and Pinky will protect you, don't worry. We'll be a trip guide.
Nice. I'll just settle into a meditative state and try to see if the dream walking state allows me to enter or access that pinpoint.
So, as you do, you haven't done it before. It's almost like riding a bike. That first time is, difficult, but once you get it going, after that, maybe a little wobbly, but it's a lot easier to get the bike going. You know how to do it now. You get the concept, so you hop on there and you start hitting the pedals, and after not long, you find yourself into that dream world. Now, amongst you, you can still see Finvar and Torrance standing there. Every so often, almost like a strobe light randomly flashing, suddenly their bodies move from one gesture to the next, as if a number of frames are missing between that side of the world there. You're coming in and out of it yourself. But then you can see that glow before. These spectral forms, tentacles dragging down now Alfred's party. You can see them all, these tentacles pulling it downwards, unable to escape like you all did. You see the Leviathan, this horrible sea king, rise up and singing its horrible song, something different than what you all experienced, but still just truly dreadful. And his voice not that great either. The creatures around there, they all rile up. The sharks come in, You see him take pleasure as one by one he rips them of their flesh, devours them, tears them limb from limb. Some parts you can actually see they take and seem to fuse onto more of these creatures here. Monstrosities, nasty things. And you see as he takes Alfred's last remaining flesh from his back, drops the skull down below, and rests in the sand. Not far from there, the body drops beside him. You can see as time ages, time passes by, little fish, tiny things, crabs, everything come and pick off the little morsels in between the bones it could find. And then pretty soon all that's left is the very thinnest of skeletons. And one little ring around a finger. And then you come back to yourself.
You good, Jasper?
With my eyes mostly closed, I settle down toward the skeleton and reach out without even looking and touch the skeletal hand that bears the ring and try to locate and remove the ring.
You look down, and at this point, more bones have kind of layered over it, but as you brush those aside, you can see there's no shine to it. This ring is nothing fancy. It's not gold or even copper or anything like that. It looks like it's made out of some kind of coral itself. It's very dull, but still very almost like carved down stone in a sense, crafted stone. So it's very dull, but it's still very intricate in its own ways, but very coarse from the coral. You're able to pull
Hey
it
guys,
off.
I think I found Alfred. I don't think we should dig him up to bring him back to Jasmina. I think this should be his final resting place, but I think she would appreciate his ring if we returned it.
I don't know how did you know that that ring was in the mud, but okay. Yeah, sure. We bring it back. Bring it back to Yasmina.
I agree. I do have one thing though, Jasper. And Risen, if I'm remembering correctly, your Solia
Yeah.
said to break that amulet before we like right after the music ended. Right?
Yeah, you all never did that.
I don't know what deal you have with her. But if it's anything like Ragnar's, I worry.
I did too.
Should you break it so that way? I don't know. I don't know if she'll be happy or not.
I mean, what could go wrong, right? Did you know Pinky and the Sea Hag are enemies? Like they don't stand each other. I mean, if she's going to be right here or talk to you, Jasper. I don't know. Maybe he wanted us to kill the Leviathan for her to keep him down here. Is what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Well, very likely. Even the prince, who's our patron, mentioned that he several times wanted to come in and clear out the ossuary. So I think any one of the creatures above, any one of the leaders above of the spires would have wanted this thing killed. But back to the original question. Yeah, that's a good question. I thought that once the music stopped and we seemed to be relatively unaffected, I did not I thought my recollection of having to break that charm, the seashell charm, was mistaken. But yeah, maybe it is just a charm. Maybe it is a way to hold. But I doubt it. I don't know much about fey creatures and hags, but the little I do know is, uh, unlike Ragnar's deal with or pact with Brisker, I think hags can reach out regardless of what I have or don't have in my possession. But that being said, I'm happy to break this now if you think it's safer.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't know. Kind of stuff.
I don't think it's safer, but I think it's what we have to do.
You're asking a
Right?
man that made a gun that knows nothing about some magic stuff.
Okay,
Pull here,
but
go boom.
Exactly.
hold on.
Science
We are-
is my magic.
We are going to break it then, no? To make the deal. I mean, you made a deal with her, right?
Here's the thing: if I break it, that's also accepting part of her deal.
You've already accepted it when you.
That's true.
I mean, I saw with my eyes. You.
Yeah, you. Bro, like.
Yeah,
I think
understandably, I felt we hadn't talked about this, and maybe this isn't the right place for it, but the reason I asked her those three questions is I felt like she'd have answers to things beyond the spires, and she did. When she talked about the aboleth, that's another one of those fabled creatures that, boy, I've never seen and know no one that's ever encountered one, but just the myths and legends that surround that creature. I think that the answers that the hag gave us can only help us in the future, and I felt like she would have knowledge, so I felt it was a worthwhile trade-off.
Do you still have the writings of the song? Or do I have those?
Of the saw?
The song.
Oh.
Jasmina.
I think they're back. I think it's back in the bag of holding, so it doesn't get wet.
I was going to see what's thinking if these were the same songs. Or if there's a different one.
That's a good question. I'm not a musician. I have no skill at all, so I couldn't tell you.
Me neither.
Well, yeah. So basically, at this point, we have two options: break it, see if that was it, or don't break it, and see if this song wasn't it.
I'll pull out the seashell and break it.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second, please. And I'm going to cast all of my hit points of Lion Hands on me.
I'm gonna make sure my crown is on nice and firm for a second.
Yes.
You're muted, Risen.
You're muted, isn't it?
And as
Hey,
that
she was expecting us to break it, so
and as that
okay.
crashes down, it bursts open. Inside of it is a little jewel there. It's very it's almost a kind of a little corkscrew itself of some kind of, it looks like jade, but very pure, very just pure green. You don't see any kind of imperfections in it. And as it does, it starts to glow once it's freed from that shell of it, and you can see the corpse of the creature pulled upward as some kind of energy is sucking from him towards it. He opens up its torn apart body, leaning forward. The mouth opens, and it lets out one last hidden deep down bellow, and you can see some kind of energy, green, nasty, nauseous looking, flowing from its mouth into the stone itself. It begins to glow bright, and the beast lets out that last bit and then falls back to the floor. The gem glows, pulsates, and then stops.
So
I'll reach out and grab it.
I guess this was the right thing.
You grab it, and as soon as you hear it, you can hear your mind is full of just a screaming voice. It sounds like you're listening. You might as well be listening to fucking to Billy Idol. There is a rebel yell happening inside of this little gym.
Death metal.
Death metal. He is just raging on in there.
You're like you're in pain. What's it doing to you?
That has captured some essence of this creature. I'll put it in a pouch, so I'm not holding on to it anymore.
Drop
I
it in
like
there.
to-
That the sound stops, like taking off your Walkman. I know I said Walkman. Sorry, I'm aging myself.
The iPod Touch. You hit pause.
Yeah. iPod Touch. Oh man, that's another. It hurts that that's an age after my age, so I feel even more aged now. Good lord. All right.
Well, we have a ring to return to Miss Corlin, and I think we've got the relic. I understand your concerns, Finvar, but I would bet good money that this creature is contain the relic, and this ring is the relic that Alar Varn is after.
Okay, so I'm happy with it because if we got the artifact, we can live here, right?
Well, I was thinking if we maybe go back to where we long rested before we do anything, in case we need to
I
pew
mean,
pew the
there isn't.
any other things that come in our way.
I mean, there isn't more things here. We went to a separate room from the big one. Aren't we? Are we done exploring the ossuary?
Well, I point over to the sharks that are still roaming around.
What happens? You scared?
Wow. Okay.
Finvar be like, no, let's go.
Don't worry.
What do you mean
Pinky's
I'm
going to-
bleeding? I'm not bleeding. You're bleeding. Let's go do this shit. Come on.
I'm okay now. Don't worry. Pinky's
but
going
to
to-
scratch.
I pull the revolver out and I start reloading it, slowly looking at him, flip it over and point it to the shark, waiting for him.
No, don't shoot it. Don't shoot it.
Okay.
I wasn't meaning to go like that. Okay. And Pinky's going to pass behind me, and I'm going to. I mean, we can go stealthily. Don't
All right.
you?
So to save you guys some time on that, there's really not much as far as like treasures or anything to find down here, aside from, there's the bells, there's wreckage and debris and stuff like that, but there's no real valuables. This place is mostly bones and fish
There's
and
a bell?
sharks. There is a massive bell. There's about
want to look
if we're looking at my map there, what's that going to be? Yeah, like a 20-foot bell over there.
Never mind then.
So if you want to try to drag that motherfucker back to the surface, have at it. Do you, man?
Was it Plimolin? Would his bag of holding open wide enough for that?
Good job.
Nice. Well, let's ground a few
believe so.
shark's teeth and say I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a hard time.
I don't believe so. It's not going to fit in there like that. So if y'all want to fight sharks, have at it. But otherwise, not really much else to do here. That is about. Did you guys want to make your way back to and do a rest at that place
At the
there,
workshop?
or at the
Personally, I
workshop?
think we should before we talk to Yosoya, but that's up to everybody else.
You want to do it?
Didn't we float the laboratory where we rested on?
We can breathe in the water.
Yeah, you can go see it.
Yeah, but it's not that really cozy. I mean,
I'm sure you'll find a way.
for sure.
You want to do a short rest at the workshop, or a long rest?
Well, that's a good
So
question.
just rested.
So, I mean, I can. Actually, I'll be fine with a short rest. I just won't get my action surge back. That's all I don't.
The other thing is,
Actually, I do get it back from a short rest. Sorry.
do we even need to talk to Ursolia?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, there's nothing that I'm tracking that we need to go back to her for.
Okay.
Okay, so we go up.
A short rest would be really good for me, though.
Yeah. So let's do a short rest at back at the workshop, and then head to Jasmina, return Alfred's ring, and then report back to the prince to say that we've cleared out the creatures from the ossuary.
Sounds good.
So you guys make your way back to the warehouse there, or the workshop. Get settled in to kind of gather yourselves, take a short rest there. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Now, you guys, all in all, from roleplay to combat, are going to be taking 2,000 XP home tonight.
Excellent.
Yes. And like I said, that's where we're going to call it for the evening, y'all. I was quite sure there was going to be some dead bodies under them seas there, but
2024 combat is like that. It's just everything does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
To be
I
fair,
didn't realize that.
I thought there was going to be 5 y'all. But the fact that y'all survived that as well as you did, again, I need meaner monsters. I gotta hit y'all harder apparently, because you guys seem to do okay. Only one of you went down. Come on, those are rookie numbers. All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for coming out and joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't know, we are here every Monday night. This is session 20. So I think in all that time, we've only had 1 week that we didn't play, even players here or not. We generally always do it. So if you enjoy it, come check us out. Make sure to follow, all that good stuff. Press the buttons. You know you like doing it, so go ahead and do it here. And yeah, that's going to be it. We will catch you guys next week. Hope you have a good one. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.